Hey, hello to you, Sotiris. A very interesting name. Where is that from?
Uh, this is a Greek name. I'm uh,
Hmm.
I'm from Greece, so all Greek people have weird names. And Sotiris means the savior, the ones who saves other people. This is the meaning of the name.
Interesting. And how would that relate to your life? Have you been doing something along those lines?
Yeah. For now, I saved myself
Fair.
from being poor, and
Hmm.
so far, rather than I help my mom finding a job.
Right. It's like in airplane when they say put on your own oxygen mask before helping other people.
Yeah,
I mean, need to sort out your own situation before you can become the savior of others.
yeah, that's true.
Cool. Interesting name though. Okay, so how did you discover the real world and what made you join it?
So I've been watching Andrew Tate's videos for the past 2 years, and after I watched all the content, I didn't have anything else to watch, and I heard that he had the Hustle University, the first version of the real world. So 1 year ago, I joined for the first time. I reviewed some of the course material, and I didn't interact a lot with the real world because I spent a lot of time studying and understanding
Hmm.
his lessons. And I've been in and out of the real world because I work a lot and I didn't have much time to interact. But the past few months, I started interacting more with the real world and helped me with my businesses in e-commerce and my digital marketing agency.
Okay, so e-commerce and digital marketing. So in that time span, what campuses have you gone through within the real world?
I've gone through the e-commerce campus and the business master campus, so I've watched most of the material in these two campuses.
Nice.
Yes.
And how different is that material compared to what you can find out on the internet?
So in the real world, I have the real world as the gold standard, let's say, because I've watched everything. I watched a lot of courses online. I've watched a lot of videos, and everyone has something different to say. But I think what material is in the real world is very concise and it is very good at delivering the results. So if I want to check if anything is right or wrong, I check the real world material.
Hmm. I like how you put the gold standard.
Yeah.
Good way to put it. Okay, so did you have your business already existing before you joined the real world, or did you start it after having joined?
So when I was 15, I was still in school. I started programming. I started to learn how to program, and I found a few jobs back then. But because here in Greece we're a poor country, the wages are very low. So after joining the real world for the first time in 1 year ago almost, I thought I had to start my own business. So 4 months later, I reviewed all the material in the real world and started my own business. I didn't make a lot of money before my business and before the real world. I was making maybe 1 to 1.5 thousand euros per month. But since I started my own business, I started making over 3, 4 thousand euros each month. And last month I made almost 7k euros, uh, and it helped me a lot, especially the business mastery course. It helped me a lot with understanding how to structure a business, how to work with employees, because now I have several employees working for me and helping me with my stores. I think this was the most useful part of the courses. And also the e-commerce course helped me a lot with Facebook ads because I, I have spent a lot of money in Google ads, which didn't work very well for me. So with Facebook and the e-commerce course, I I grew my business.
Mhm. Okay, so what is the average wage over in Greece?
It's around 700 to 800 euros. Uh,
So you've 10x that last month.
yeah. I made a bit more than 7K last month.
Wow.
Yeah, that's great.
And are you planning on staying in Greece? Because I mean, I'm guessing you're living like a king at this point if you're making 10x the average income.
Actually, I'm not living like a king. I thought that 2 years ago, I thought if I make over 5,000 euros here in Greece, it would be life changing. It is life changing because I wake up in the morning and I don't have any, I'm not anxious, I'm not nervous for anything. I have to pay all for my house and for my car and for my food. But it's not something crazy. You know, when you expect to make 7K and your life changes, yeah, it's a bit better, but you need to make, I think, a lot more to see a significant change in your life. Uh, a lot of families here in Greece live for 1,500 euros each month, and there are four people. And I made 7K last month. That's a lot, but I think there is a long way to go. And
Right, completely fair. So just checking again, are you planning on staying in Greece or are you looking to move to someplace else?
so for now, I plan on moving out in a bigger house because I'm a bit tight here. I want the bigger house. I want to also be my office. But in the future, I was thinking moving on to Dubai, but I don't know. I heard a lot of good things about Dubai, but here in Greece, you have a lot of good places to stay and everything is cheap. So uh, for now, I'm staying here.
Right. Especially when you're local in Greece, like you know more of how to navigate the situation there, how to operate better. So I mean, I guess for you it would make sense to yes still stay in Greece, and maybe once you've scaled a lot more, then Dubai because of the networking and probably other benefits as well.
I
Like a
think
lot of people
the
are moving to
good
Dubai.
thing here in Greece is that uh, you don't have any competition. I mean, there are not a lot of people that make money. Everyone is poor. Even on Facebook ads, you don't have any competition. In business, you don't have any competition. So if you try just a little bit, you can succeed a lot and have a good life. Uh, in different countries that you have more competition, it's more difficult, I think, to succeed.
Interesting. Okay. So how different is your average day now compared to before you joined the real world?
Most important factor for me is that I can work from anywhere I want. Uh, Last month I spent it on a Greek island, Kefalonia, in here in Greece.
Catalonia.
Yes,
Nice.
and next month I'm going to go there again. So I work from anywhere I want. Or I work from anywhere I want. I go to different cities. Before that, I had to be in my home because I worked a 9 to 5. So I had to be. I work remotely, but I had to be in my home. So this is the best factor that I can work from anywhere I want. I go out with my friends and I work remotely. So this is the best thing so far that the real world provided me for me. I make money from my computer and I can be wherever I want.
Beautiful. Love to hear that. So when you first started out within the real world and you were going through the material, what was the biggest challenge you faced when first implementing everything?
I think the biggest challenge for everyone is that they are lazy. So I was lazy myself. The hours that you need to put in are a lot, and you need to work in order to achieve results. And people think if it's on the real world, they will watch 2 videos and they will become rich. But the real world shows you the and you have to follow the path to achieve those results. So I learned a lot of things about myself. I learned that I was lazy, and when I changed that, and when I started working hard, I saw the first big results. And actually, in just a few months in the real world, I made all the money that I made last year. So from
Okay.
January to now, I made the income I made last year, 2022.
Right, right, right. But it's interesting because you're saying in terms of lifestyle, it does change, but it's not as noticeable as you would have thought before you had that money.
Yes.
Is that just like lifestyle inflation? As in, I can't remember the right terminology for it, but it's like as you start earning more, you start spending more, or is it just actually just not enough money? You think?
So I think now that I make more money, I spend more money. And
Hmm.
one reason for this is because I went legal with my company, and now I pay taxes, and taxes in Greece are a lot. I pay 50% of my income in tax.
Well,
So yeah, I make a lot of money, but because Greece is not a tax haven, and you the government takes almost everything that we make, I spent a lot of money on taxes and on accountants. And if I had the choice, I wouldn't have gone legal and started a company. But my clients all have companies and they needed to pay me legally in order to get the money.
right. Yeah, 50% taxes. That's rough. Wow. And why did you choose e-commerce out of all the other options that were available to you?
So 2 years ago, I started my own e-commerce website. I was selling underwear online. This is the business I've lost over 40K. Uh, After that, I said that I have two options: or rebuild my current e-commerce website, or create a new one. So the current e-commerce website I have, it can't be rebuilt. It's too difficult. It takes too much time. So I thought I will review again I will review the course material on the real world and start a new website. So now I have four different ones, and it's been pretty good for now. This month, it's been 22 days in the start of the month, and I've made around 3,500 euros. So it's been pretty good. And for next month, I plan on making over 8K. Uh,
Mhm.
E-commerce is going pretty well for me right now.
Scaling nicely. Good. So in about 3 months or so, we can do a follow up. I want to see how everything has scaled for you
Yeah.
and how you're doing. Now, back to the interview. What would you say have been the three biggest lessons you've learned from your time within the real world?
I think the biggest three lessons I learned is how to work with employees. That's the first one. The second, I think, most important lesson I learned is how to manage my time and how to be quick and how to work with speed. I think speed is one of the most important things in business. And the third one is sales, how to get on the phone and close a deal, and how to talk with clients. The business mastery course taught me the most because I learned how to operate a business. And as Andrew said in the course, money is the business, and money getting into your bank account is the most important thing. Forgetting about the back end or forgetting about all the other things that a lot of businessmen think. I think getting money in the business is the most important. So um, I don't think there is a single lesson that I got from the real world, but it's a lot of small things I grouped together that helped me growing my business. Also, I became a better salesman. So now, today, I closed a new deal for a new job and my digital agency. Uh, so this is good. I think the business mastery course is the best thing so far. It taught me a lot about sales and how to work with employees.
Now, since you're on this trajectory, where do you see your life heading in 6 months to 1 year?
So my goal for the next 6 months is to uh, make around 10,000 a month, so I can move in a bigger house and have a better life. But I think next year is going to be a big year for me because I plan on moving. Uh, and grow and expanding my company, hiring more employees, and growing my income even more. Yeah, I think this is what I'm planning to do for the next 6 months. I also
Okay.
want to grow my e-commerce websites. I want them to make more money. I don't put a goal in mind that I just wake up in the morning, have to work as hard as I can, and the results come by themselves.
Right. Exactly. Tomorrow's problems are a blessing for the people who have solved today's.
Yeah, that's
I like that quote. And on a separate note, what kind of an impact would you say Tate has had on you, if any?
I think that is a blessing for the world, for the entire world. Uh, if anyone is watching Andrew's videos, will understand that the only thing he wants is to make people better and and teach people how to make more money, how to be a better person, and how to be good in life. I think Tate for me taught me a lot of things about hard work, how to work harder. And a few years ago, I thought I was working hard. Now I understand that that was nothing compared to what I'm doing now. Uh, Also, I think one of the best lessons he's teaching is that you can be rough in life. You can be a rough person, but simultaneously you can be kind and you can be a good person and you can have a good impact to the world.
Okay, beautiful. And I see it the same way as well. So I'll have to hear that. And now for my final question. For people who are unsure about joining the real world, maybe they think it's a scam for $50, what advice would you have to them?
So, I mean, it's $50. I think everyone has $50 to spend on shopping. Some people they spend on alcohol, some others spend on cigarettes. I think you should try to show the real world. Uh, it would be a great experience if you want to learn how to make money and if you want to learn how to, because now with the fitness course you can even make your body stronger and learn how to be stronger. I don't think you have to lose anything. It's just $50. If it doesn't work for you, you just lose $50. But I think if you join and if you see the wins section where all the people upload their wins, you will understand the most. Is when I saw the wins section in the real world, my jaw dropped because everyone is making a lot of money. And there are people making hundreds of thousands of dollars to the real world, and they upload their wins on the platform. So join and just see the win section, and I think everyone will understand that making money through the internet is real, and you don't have to work 9 to 5 for the rest of your life to make a living.
Right. Very well put. So, Sotiris, I hope I'm still pronouncing that right.
Yes.
Thank you for your time, and thank you for, again, all the insights, everything. I look forward to that follow-up interview, and until then, I wish you all the best.
Yeah, thanks.